So a few years ago, there was a weird situation surrounding the YouTuber JoCat. At the time, he made a video called I Like Girls, where he made a pretty harmless animated video with some of the types of girls he likes. For some reason, there was a lot of unneeded hate and death threats sent towards him, which is honestly insane, which obviously caused him a lot of grief at the time. Something similar unfortunately happened again recently after JoCat made another meme in the same kind of vein over on Twitter. The initial post was the typical "which girl is your type" list, which JoCat then quoted with a drawn picture of his character on a date with all the girls saying, "all of them, stop asking." I think he'd been anticipating the kind of response he'd get, but probably not to the extent that it did. He replied under saying, "Okay, start your timers," with a meme about how the hate is coming. The post went viral, getting nearly 200k likes and 20 million views, with a lot of the engagement being varied to say the least. A lot of the initial responses were calling JoCat a creep and a pedophile, purely on the basis of him drawing the meme, without any actual evidence or reason to suspect him of anything. JoCat obviously saw this and posted a response saying that anyone who's had experience working with him is free to share their experiences, but he does kind of understand where some of the skepticism comes from, as a lot of big celebrities and content creators turn out to be pretty bad people, which I can definitely see where he's coming from. His post stated, "all the women who have worked and hung out with me over the years are free to share their experiences with me. I have nothing to hide." What's sad is I kind of get it. So many content creators, celebrities, big names just turn out to be awful, disappoint you, and you don't know who you can trust. It makes you cynical, how could it not? Underneath, he includes 2 quote retweets he got from his post that kind of summarize the hate he was receiving. The first one talks about if he's ever respected women for their talents, and not just drawing NSFW and video game characters. The second post just follows the more common reply of just calling him a creep for no particular reason. Obviously, with how much this had blown up, it was obviously getting to him, and with how vicious some of the comments were, I wouldn't blame him. A lot of what was posted was just more out-of-pocket comments with no backing or reason to even exist. JoCat made a tweet saying, "after the past 2 years, and especially with what happened in December, I have a lot more contingencies and ways to deal with when stuff like this happens, so I'll be okay. But I still appreciate everyone's kind words nonetheless. There are far more kind people than cruel ones." He then went on talking about some more of the comments saying, "the discussion has now shifted to JoCat depicts himself as safe to hide that he secretly actually wants to have sex with women. Did I ever try and make that a secret? I thought everyone was mad because I was too loud about it last time. Very confusing." To easily demonstrate how disingenuous some of the responses were, here's a post from a user quoting saying, "this you," with an attached post trying to throw more fuel into the fire. The post itself was from an old tweet from Keemstar where he'd hit a dog while driving around Christmas. The poster had just either got it from someone else or pasted JoCat's details over the top to make it look like he'd said it but obviously had nothing to do with it. On a positive note from all this was seeing the amount of people coming out to JoCat's defense, because obviously it was mental. It really shouldn't have been this big a deal in the first place. Overall, I think what was weird is that his initial post is pretty much just doing the opposite of what people are accusing him for. He took a post that was objectifying women and categorizing them, and he instead went and humanized them, putting a wholesome spin on a fairly dead and oversaturated trend. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.